Angel Reese fans they're sad and they're furious and they're very upset right now because Angel Reese's unrivaled jersey came out and was sold out in like 2 or 3 minutes. Wow, impressive. That is very impressive.
2 minutes according to reports. That is how long it took for Angel Reese's unique jersey to disappear from store shelves. But wait, there's a bad odor and the numbers don't quite add up. Consider the possibility that we are seeing the most overhyped marketing gimmick in the history of women's basketball. How does a stat-pumping player suddenly surpass well-known WNBA legends?
I smell a rat, all right? Something smells like B to the S, all right? All right, I'm just saying, and this applies to this situation. I said, well, let me see what I can...
If the timing were scripted, it would be flawless. If you're having trouble thinking, you're not alone. Let's examine why these sales don't pass the smell test and how the entire situation seems to be more about PR strategy than actual demand.
News broke yesterday that the jerseys for the unrivaled teams was going to be released. Now, shockingly, Angel Reese jersey immediately sold out within 2 minutes, guys. Angel Reese jersey sold out more than anybody. Now, many people were saying, you know what? This sounds like a bunch of BS, bruh. How do Angel Reese jersey sell out in 2 minutes, bruh? Like, she popping, but she ain't popping like that, though. Like, somebody...
Let's begin with the questionable timing. Press releases state that Angel's jersey was dropped at 1:00 p.m. Eastern. 4 minutes later, at 10:04, full-fledged articles were already going viral on the internet stating that her jersey was totally sold out. Come on, 4 minutes isn't even long enough to refresh your browser, let alone collect accurate inventory data, write an article, edit it, and publish it. Nevertheless, expert articles with accurate sales information appeared out of nowhere.
Let me share this tab right here. So this is the Unrivaled website. And yeah, these are the jerseys, bruh. So it look like Alyssa Thomas jersey sold out. The Fisikalia jersey has sold out. Tatu Sabali jersey still available. An Angel Reese jersey has sold out.
However, it wasn't only Angel. It was conveniently stated in the papers that Brittany Gurrier, Chelsea Gray, Natasha Cloud, and Kayla McBride both sold out simultaneously. This means that 4 players with wildly disparate levels of notoriety and commercial appeal are ostensibly selling the same quantity of goods in the same window. When was the last time that occurred naturally?
Now, it's Angel Reese jersey is the one that's causing red flags because people are saying within 2 minutes of clicking on this damn site, her jersey sell out, which means it might have been only 5, allegedly. Like, just like the number on her jersey, that's how many they had available, allegedly, bro.
The item raising concerns is Angeli's jersey since, according to reports, it sold out within 2 minutes of people visiting this fucking website, suggesting that there may have been as little as 5. As seen by the number on her jersey, they apparently had that many available. Hey, bro, since that's not how product rollouts normally proceed, the real question is who had real-time access to inventory numbers. Usually there's a lag. Businesses first compile the numbers, verify the sales information, and then distribute it to media outlets. However, this was far too polished. Coordinated messaging appeared on the internet in unison across several platforms, as though someone had a press release ready and waiting for approval.
Some even complained that there might not have been enough merchandise available in the first place. You think? You think? Because I think that's potentially a massive part of this.
It's more of a publicity stunt than an overnight sensation. Consider those sneaker drops or collaborations that are limited in quantity and issued to generate excitement. Brands constantly limit their supplies in this way. Trumpet then sold out due to fictitious demand. However, there is typically turmoil with those. Issued websites, unsuccessful payments, and a deluge of resellers on Twitter. The unparalleled jersey debut is as seamless as butter. No site crashes or digital stampedes, just quick headlines and handy coverage.
Keep it real. I just got to keep it real because they saying ain't no way Angel Reese jersey sell out within 2 minutes, bro. This has never happened. Not even her Chicago Sky jersey sold out that fast. But I'm going to tell you, I got to believe him, bro. This looking real spooky. I can't even lie, bro. It's looking spooky out here.
Actual sellouts are untidy. There is a rush of resellers trying to sell their limited inventory, as well as shouting in the comment sections from people pleading for restocks. But it felt more like an Oscar campaign with Angel Reese's jersey. Even, shiny, and uncannily effective, the whole affair seems to have been created to provide a moment rather than truly satisfy fan demand.
Now, I'm going to be the first to tell you, I'm not shocked her jersey sold out. All right? Or that it would at least eventually sold out. I'm not shocked by that. It's the 2 or 3 minute part that I think could be questioned. Of course, you're not supposed to question anything, right? Not supposed to, but you can, because that's part of being an American and our right to say whatever in the hell we want.
I'll be the first to admit that I don't find it shocking that her shirt sold out. Okay, the 2 or 3 minute portion is what I believe may be questioned, but I'm not surprised that it would at least ultimately sell out. You're not allowed to question anything, of course. This is when things really start to fall apart. You're not supposed to, but you can, since that's a part of being an American and our ability to say whatever the devil we want. A mysterious event was taking on behind the scenes while everyone was anticipating Angel Reese's alleged jersey takeover. Several players' jerseys, including Natasha Cloud's, disappeared from stock at the same time. Nafisa Collier and Brittany Gurrier, let's face it, does anyone really think Natasha Cloud has the same appeal as Angel Reese in terms of merchandise? That would be equivalent to claiming that, like Taylor Swift, your uncle's jazz group sells out Madison Square Garden.
So, but you are trying to tell me that Natasha Cloud is moving the needle? That Kayla McBride is moving the...
Some jerseys would remain available while the popular brands quickly sell out if this were a fair indication of consumer demand. With iPhones, that is what occurs. Jordan sneakers, tickets for the Indiana Fever, and any other in-demand merchandise. Let's face it, popularity equates to speed. There is a problem when mid-tier WNBA players sell out as quickly as the league's most watched athlete. Let's put this in perspective. Angel Reese has millions of fans on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Her name appears in the headlines. Despite her admiration, Natasha Cloud doesn't, however. For some reason, their jerseys sold out at the same rates. That isn't how customers act.
Brittany Griner, somebody that came back from Russia, and the very arena she was playing in for her first game couldn't even sell out. Not only could it not sell out, didn't come close to selling out. You're trying to tell me they moved the needle because of demand and all of their jerseys were gone in 4 minutes.
And it's not like the fans were unaware. Unhappy Reef fans who were online and prepared to purchase a jersey were all over social media. When it dropped and sold out, I was there, and one fan sobbed. Additionally, how did it sell out so quickly? Kindly replenish. These were real buyers attempting to spend money and leaving empty-handed, not bots or indolent scrollers. Why are Reese's admirers left out if her jersey is sold out? Every indication suggests a setup. Reduce inventory, drop it discreetly, and manipulate the headlines. You're now a headline rather than a hashtag, but the fans aren't duped. No longer, since it's silly. Let's discuss the likelihood that every unmatched shirt will sell out at precisely the same moment. According to you, Angel Reese Gurrier, Brittany, the sellout timings for Natasha Cloud and Nafisa Collier were the same. Not only is that improbable, but it is also mathematically absurd. Despite being well-known, Gurrier has never been a dominant force in retail, and Collier, without a doubt, she enjoys great respect in the league, but she lacks Reese's online following and public exposure. However, her shirt sold out almost as quickly. Hurry up.
Stock at Angel Reese's jersey. We are begging. At Unrivaled WBB, a commenter wrote. Another frustrated supporter said, please let me get an Angel one. I was there the second they dropped and it sold out. I'm gonna cry. A sad poster said, quote, how is Angel's jersey already sold out? 3 question marks.
Restock at the jersey of Angel Reese. We're pleading with unmatched WBB, a commentator commented. Another irate fan added, please let me get an Angel one. I'm going to cry because I was there when they dropped and it sold out. A depressing placard said, how is Angel's jersey already sold out? 3 question marks. Real-world customer behavior doesn't exhibit this kind of flawless coordination. Sales are unequal when actual demand drives them. The most well-liked players' jerseys are the first to go off the racks. Others sit for hours or even days. But in this case, everything disappeared in a matter of minutes, as if someone had thrown a switch. It's a setup, not a sellout. This effort only succeeded in selling a plot and a well-planned public relations moment that made Unrivaled appear larger than it actually is.
So I'm wondering because there's no way in hell Natasha Cloud's moving anything. I mean, let's be real here. Or Brittany Griner, either.
The entire situation exudes artificial scarcity. This was about creating headlines, not about people swarming to lend their support. A concerted attempt to portray the league as a cultural powerhouse while, in fact, it is barely receiving any attention. All of these identical sellouts are blatant PR stunts rather than indicators of demand. And to truly grasp how phony this appears, let's examine Unrivaled's true reach. Their audience is quite low. We're talking about a high school junior varsity game with hardly enough spectators to fill the stands. So how does a league that struggles to attract viewers suddenly become a monster of merchandise? The calculations don't add up.
Or if you've got half a brain at all, would it be prudent to suggest out loud that possibly they only had 50 or 100 of these damn things available to begin with? Question.
Secondly, if you have any sense at all, would it be wise to openly speculate that perhaps they only had 50 or 100 of these fucking things to start with? Now, let's talk specifically about the Angel Reese aspect. If her jersey really did sell out in less than 2 minutes, we're either dealing with either a huge influx of customers arriving at the same time or be a shamefully low stock that was intended to disappear right away. Guess which one it was if you can. This is textbook deception in marketing. Make a small product run, sell it out right away, and then call it a huge success without disclosing the quantity produced. You're operating a hype hoax. You're not creating history.
So while everybody's doing victory laps, the Unrivaled's supposed to not realize that if their players' jerseys sell out in 4 minutes, that's going to in itself become a narrative and a story out there? Oh my goodness. Did you see Unrivaled? Did you see Angel Reese sold out those Unrivaled jerseys in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? Whoa, that league that's got 150,000 fans watching a game.
Therefore, the unmatched are supposed to be unaware that if their players' jerseys sell out in 4 minutes, that will become a story in and of itself, as everyone is doing victory laps. Oh my gosh, have you watched Unrivaled? Did you notice that in just 2, 3, and 4 minutes, Angel Reese sold out of those Unrivaled jerseys? Whoa, that league had 150,000 spectators for a game. Let's face it, we would have witnessed the mayhem if there had been thousands of shirts available. A website crashes issues with Checo Trestlers uploading inventory hauls and receipts. That's how true demand appears. But nothing is happening here. After a suspiciously clean selling, Reese was hailed as a retail queen in a flurry of identical pieces.
Call me skeptical, but I'm going to go with the idea that they didn't have very many jerseys in stock to begin with. And I'm willing to bet you it was all the same count of all the new jerseys that got released. Because you're trying to tell me that Sabrina Ionescu and Lexi Hull and Kaylee Copper, you're trying to tell me that all them jerseys are all in stock.
However, this is where things truly go south. It is said that Unrivaled is delayed in paying its own players. According to several allegations, they have not paid the $50,000 in promised bonuses. How, then, is a league that struggles to make ends meet making a comeback and executing a perfect merchandise launch? Not only is that suspicious, but it's also absurd.
We know Unrivaled did not do very well when it come to viewership. And just like I told y'all, they might only had 5 damn jerseys available. I just gotta keep it real.
This indicates that the goal of the jersey release was to save face for a struggling league attempting to divert attention from a financial catastrophe by spinning a feel-good success story. And whether they realized it or not, Angel Reese ended up being the focal point of that narrative. She was the ideal candidate to head the hype since they wanted someone with a large social following, but the issue is that followers are more astute than they realize. True fans are able to spot this because they understand what true hype looks like and that there would be Reese jerseys everywhere if thousands of people were vying for them. Posts on social media unpacking footage of game day attire, but no evidence, nothing but headlines and no receipts.
Oh man, so basically they saying that they didn't even sell new stock. They're selling what they had left probably from the merch store down at Unrivaled. They ain't even making no more. They ain't even gonna make no more.
What we're seeing here is fiction rather than fandom. Due to excessive demand, Angel Reese's jersey didn't sell out. It sold out because the inventory was purposefully kept small to achieve this precise result, a publicity win for a league that is collapsing behind the scenes. Ask the tough questions the next time Unrivaled says a sellout. How many jerseys were made in total, and where are they currently? Who is wearing them, and more significantly, why is a league that is unable to compensate its players focusing all of its resources on promoting a false narrative? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. To ensure that you never miss anything, like, subscribe, and enable all notifications. After you click the video on the screen, we'll talk in the next.